Let's all begin by sitting comfortably on our heels. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, you can sit in a cross-legged position as well. Taking a moment to just close your eyes, slowing down the breath and lengthening the breath, using the breath to draw us into this present moment. Feel your chest gently rise and fall with every in and exhale. On your next exhale, gently drop your left fingertips down to the ground and move your bum over and across to the right side. Release the weight of your head towards the right side as well. You should feel a deep stretch here through the left side of your neck. Breathe into that stretch and just allow your head to hang heavy. Now let's gently move over to the other side, releasing your bum to the left side and outstretching your right fingertips. Release your head to the left side and again just breathing nice and deep. Just releasing the weight of the head into your stretch. On your next inhale, let's come back to center and begin to rotate your head from left to right, slowly releasing it forward down and drawing it back up to the side. Just keep that going, and if you can, match your breathing to the rhythm of your movements. On your next inhale, stretch both arms up towards the sky, drop your head back and take a gentle back bend. And as you exhale, release your body down, coming into a child's pose, but rest your forehead on your hands. Close your eyes here and let's just connect to our breathing. Deep, slow breaths. Fill and empty your lungs with every in and exhale. On your next inhale, let's gently pull those shoulders back. I'm just going to change my angle so you can see me better. Sweep your arms up to the sky on a deep inhale. And exhale as you twist to the left, dropping your left fingertips central to your back behind you. And right hand is positioned on your left knee, leveraging you into the stretch. And let's release on the inhale as we lift both arms up to the sky, and then let's move straight into the other side. Twisting to the right, looking behind your right shoulder. Right fingertips central to your back and left hand on your right knee. On your next inhale, release and come back to center, bringing both arms up to the sky, taking a gentle back bend. And exhale, release, bringing your hands down to the ground beneath your shoulder blades. Extending your left leg back and bringing your weight forwards and backwards into that left ankle. Repeat this a couple more times. Now let's draw that left knee in, extending the right leg back, and repeat the same thing on the other side. Gently rocking backwards and forwards, releasing weight in and out of that heel. Now let's step that left leg back too, coming into high plank. Take a deep breath in here, and on the exhale, slowly come down, moving through our chaturanga inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, push back into those hips in a downward facing dog. Pressing out from those hands into the hips and gently pulling those heels down to the ground. Inhale as your left leg lifts to three-legged dog. And exhale, drive that left knee to your left elbow and extend back to three-legged dog for a breath. Then drive that left knee to your chest and repeat, extending back to three-legged dog. Final time, drive that left knee to right elbow, extending back to three-legged dog for one more deep breath in. And on that exhale, drop that left foot under the body and across to the right side. Checking your alignment, you want that left foot in the midline of your body, extended straight out to the side. Now to release, bring that left knee into the chest and then drop those toes down on the other side of your right foot. Keeping your left leg bent and relaxed and your right leg is strong and straight. Draw that ankle down as much as you can. Through the upper body, you can be pressing into those hips as well to go deeper. Let's release by driving that left knee into the chest again and then flipping our way round into flipped dog, also known as wild thing. Dropping your head back and lifting those hips. Let's all take one more deep breath in here, and then on the exhale, let's come into a side plank, stacking your hips and shoulders and core tightly engaged. Now dropping that left hand down to the ground, moving into high plank. And as we move into our chaturanga, give me 2 push-ups. Keep those elbows in close to the body. And inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Now let's shake out that lower body a little bit. So lift and lower your heels. And if your body would prefer stillness, just lean back into your downward dog. Press those heels down. Moving into the other side, lift your right leg to 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend to 3-legged dog. Exhale, drive that knee to the chest and then return again, 3-legged dog. Final time, crossing through and under the body and bringing that right knee to your left elbow. And let's extend one final time. Take a deep breath in, and on that exhale, bring that right leg under the body, extended out towards the left side. Pushing back into those hips until you feel a deep stretch in your IT band. On your next inhale, let's release, bringing your right knee into the chest and then dropping those right toes on the other side of your left foot. Left leg remains strong and straight with your heel driven down towards the ground. And you should be feeling a deep stretch here through the left side of the body. Let's all take one more deep breath in together here, and on that exhale, bringing that right knee into the chest and extending it back behind you and flipping your dog, or in other words, wild thing. Relax and release that head back and lift those hips towards the ceiling. When you're ready, transitioning to our side plank. One more deep breath in here, and on the exhale, let's drop that right hand down to the ground. Taking 2 push-ups, elbows into the body. And moving into our upward facing dog as we inhale, moving through the rest of our chaturanga on the exhale to downward facing dog. Now stepping both feet far apart from each other. And we're going to begin to walk the hands towards the feet. When you get to those feet, bend deeply into those knees and come into a yogic squat, making any adjustments necessary through the feet so that you are comfortable through the knees and hips. If you are feeling stable, you can bring your hands into a prayer at the heart. If you're able, just relax and release your weight into those hips. Extending now your arms forward on an inhale and drop your bum down to the ground. I'm just shifting my position so that you can see me better. Now let's move into our boat pose, and you can keep your legs at a bend or extend them for a bit of added challenge. Now bringing your hands into prayer at the heart, engaging your core and moving up and down. What we want to achieve here is to maintain control as we move up and down. Let's take one deep breath in here in our boat pose, and on the exhale, allow yourself to come down to the mat. Now lifting your knees above your hips and extending both arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, drop your left leg and right arm, and then do the same on the other side. So keeping that core engaged, lifting and lowering each opposite arm and leg at the same time. Try to bring your focus back to the breath and just keep this going. One final time each side, and then we're going to move on to the next set of exercise. Lifting those shoulders off the mat if you can and extending both legs. Exhale, drawing the knees into the chest, and on the inhale, extending both arms and legs. Let's keep this going and try to keep our movements connected to the breath. Make sure to always keep that lower back firmly pressed down to the ground as well. One final time, extend and bring it in, and then let's move on to the next set of exercises. Extending both legs and lift and lower each leg as if you're paddling through the water. If you can keep your shoulders off the mat and keep your head lifted, then great. If not, no worries. Again, as always, just make sure that your core is tightly engaged. And let's bring this to a close as well, bringing both legs together, extended up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to be crunching towards the feet, so lifting and lowering through the upper body. Make sure that your movements are coming from the strength of your core and not from the shoulders. And final time, moving on to our next set of exercises, lifting and lowering those heels, keeping the legs at a high elevation and holding your arms up towards the feet. Again, trying to keep those shoulder blades off the mat if you can. At this point, I needed to support my head, so bring your hands behind the head if you need that too. Now let's move straight into bicycle crunches, moving left to right, and again, keeping that core engaged. And don't forget to breathe. And final time each side, and let's take a stretch. Coming into inverted pigeon, bringing your right leg on top of your left, embracing your left thigh from behind through the hands, and drawing those legs towards you until you feel a deep stretch. You can't see so well from this angle, but I like to also keep that right knee up towards the sky as well. I tend to push it upward with my right hand. This just keeps my alignment correct and also allows me to go deeper into the stretch. Now let's release, bringing the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to drop open, bringing the legs into a diamond shape, extending both arms out to the side and rocking from left to right. Final time each side, and let's move into inverted pigeon on the other side now. Bringing your left leg on top of your right thigh, taking the right thigh from behind with the hands, drawing the legs into the body, and then lifting that left knee up towards the sky as well. Taking a moment here just to go inward and focus on our breathing. Deep and slow breathing. Filling and emptying our lungs with every in and exhale. Now let's release, so extending both legs out and bringing the arms by your side. Using that momentum of the legs as you lower them and taking your first roll like a ball. So the goal here is just to be in complete control as you roll backwards and forwards, using your core strength for mobility and balance. Final time, roll back and let's come into our boat pose. Extending those legs if you can, and just take a deep breath in. Using that exhale, release and relax, allow the body to come down, and let's move straight into plow pose. Lifting those legs up and dropping those feet behind your head, bringing your hands to your lower back for support. Let's all take one more deep breath in together, and on that exhale, release, bringing your back down vertebra by vertebra, gentle and with control. We're going to move straight into a high plank, so cross at the ankle, step back through the legs and come down onto your elbows. Keeping your core engaged, try to drop your bum down so that your body is in one straight line. On your next inhale, moving over to your right elbow, taking side plank, and we're going to do some hip dips. So bring your hips up and down. Core engaged, lift and lower, lifting those hips as high as you can. Final time, and then extend that left arm to the side, moving your way back into elbow plank. Then we're going to move from left to right, dropping your hips down from one side, then over to the other. Again, keeping this going, and just keep that core tightly engaged. Now let's move our way over to the left elbow, coming into side plank and taking those hip dips again. Lift and lower, lifting those hips as high as you can, up and down. Make sure you're not collapsing forwards or backwards and you're staying in straight alignment. And final time, and then let's extend that right arm and drop it down, moving back into elbow plank. Taking a deep breath in, and on that exhale, push your hips up and back and come into dolphin. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths here in our dolphin pose. And on the next exhalation, dropping those knees down wide apart and lowering the body into a wide knee child's pose. Here you can explore the movement of rocking your hips from left to right, releasing your body weight into each side. On our next inhale, let's move out of our child's pose and into high plank. Again, taking 2 push-ups if you can, keep those elbows into the body. And then let's move through our chaturanga, inhaling to upward facing dog. And exhale as you push back into your downward facing dog. Neck relaxed, pressing back into those hips and releasing your ankles to the floor. On your next inhale, lift your left leg to three-legged dog. As you exhale, driving that left knee in between the hands and moving yourself into pigeon pose. Shoulders back, inhale, and on the exhale, forward fold, releasing your forehead down onto your hands. Closing your eyes and just allowing your body to relax into the pose. Releasing your weight into those hips. On your next inhale, bring those hands down beneath the shoulders, extending your arms and drawing your shoulders back. Extend and elevate that left leg back and then move straight into mountain climbers, alternating your knees into the chest. You can do this as slow or as fast as you like. Final time, then extend that right leg back behind you and then drive that knee up to the front and move into pigeon pose. Fingertips to the ground, arms extended, inhale and exhale, coming down into a full pigeon. Relaxing your head onto your hands, closing your eyes, and begin to lengthen and deepen the breath. One more deep breath in here, and then on the exhale, slowly bringing those hands down, extending your arms, shoulders back. Keeping that left leg straight, but then extending also the right leg out to the side, opening through the legs as wide as they will go. Inhale as you extend through the arms, connect your palms and drop the head back. Exhale, drop your left elbow down and extend your way across through the right side. Move as deeply into this side body stretch as your body will allow. And now drawing your body back to center on an inhale and dropping it down to the other side on an exhale. Taking the same stretch but just on the other side. Remember to breathe deeply. On your next inhale, coming back to center, extending both arms up, and on the exhale, drop down, resting your forehead on your hands. Moving into this forward fold, close your eyes. Now let's draw those shoulders back, bring the legs together. Inhale through the arms as you extend and connect your palms above the head. Drop your head back, extend your chest forward. On your exhale, let's forward fold, dropping your torso down onto your extended legs. If you cannot make a full forward fold at this time, no problem. Just bring your hands either side of the body and pulse your way in, lifting and lowering your upper body through the hips. Your body will open up to you in time. Here in our forward folds, wherever you may be, just closing your eyes now and focusing on your breathing. Deep and slow breaths. On your next inhale, let's bring those shoulders back and return to a seated position. Bring your right leg on top of your extended left, and we're going to bend through both knees and try stacking the knees one on top of the other. Bring your hands down into the soles of your feet, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come into a forward fold, resting your torso and forehead onto your bent legs. One more deep breath in here, and on that exhale, slowly bring those shoulders back. And we're going to take the same stretch on the other side. So swap one leg with the other, planting those hands down into the soles of your feet to keep your legs into position. Taking a deep breath in to begin, and on the exhale, coming into your forward fold. Release and relax now. And now let's slowly bring those shoulders back, and you can sit now through the legs in a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Just get nice and comfortable. We're going to finish the practice now with some pranayama breathing. So if you want to join me, bring your left hand at the navel with your palm facing up. 3 central fingers come in on your right hand. On the inhale, we lift our hand up to the nostril, lungs full, close your nostrils and hold the air in. As you exhale and empty your lungs, slowly bring your hand down. And just repeat. Inhale as you slowly draw your hand up, close your nostrils and hold. And exhale, slowly bring that hand back down, connecting to your left. And repeat. Keep this going. Keep your eyes closed. And try to reflect the in and exhale through the movement of your hand as it lifts up and comes down. Thank you so much for joining me. It is truly such an honor that you choose to practice with me. If you enjoyed this class, subscribe now as I release 1 class, if not more, every week. Wishing you a beautiful day. Namaste.